and welcome to ET Garage. The vet is up and running, but there's some problems. Like I was saying, the vet's up and running. Started right up. Engine itself mechanically is working really good. Good vacuum, timing's good. However, I'm having problems with the tune and the ECM, so I need to work that out. I don't know. When I was changing the chip a couple of times, taking the chip out to burn a new chip, I forgot to disconnect the power. You're supposed to disconnect the power to the ECM when you do that, so it's possible I either damaged the chip or the ECM. I have spare ones to test, so I'll try that. My O2 sensor was working funny, so I changed that out. I have spares of those. I also developed a fuel leak on one of those AN lines, so I need to tighten that up and take care of that. Right now, like I said, it starts right up. It idles pretty decent. But as soon as you blip the throttle, it pops and stuff and stumbles, pops in the exhaust and stumbles and stuff like that. The wideband says it's running way lean, and the O2 sensor is saying it was rich. I changed the O2 sensor. Now the BLMs are saying it's real rich. The readings in the ECM, if you don't know what BLMs are. But the O2 is saying it's running lean, so I got to work that out. I believe I'm also having problems with my laptop and Tuner Pro. I got a new laptop and Tuner Pro. They're not playing very nice together. Tuner Pro keeps locking up and crashing, and I'm getting a bunch of erroneous readings. So that I don't think that's the laptop. I think that might be something to do with this. It's also a possibility I damaged the wiring when putting the engine back in. But one thing I need to do is take the spark plugs out, at least one on each side, just to see if they're reading the same. And then I'm going to swap this ECM out with another one I have, burn a new chip, start over, and see if I can go from there. Now, posts that I read on forums, people in the past, they bolted the ProFlow on and just ran it with their stock tune and ran pretty good. So I'm assuming that I'm having some other issues because I'm getting all these, I don't know, weird data issues and stuff. I have to work that out first before I can do anything. Hopefully it's something simple and not too complicated, because if it is, then it's going to take a long time for me to diagnose and eliminate the process of elimination. It's a lot of changes, obviously. Different distributor. I doubt it's the distributor or the coil because it's idling well and it starts right up. You never know, though. That could be, maybe that new distributor is bad or something. I don't think so, though. Not from what I'm seeing. All I can do is start digging into it. First thing I got to do is, like I said, pull a spark plug on each side and check to see at least one on each side and see if they're reading the same. And maybe more. I should really read all of them just to make sure, but go from there. Hopefully it's not something like those injectors. They shouldn't be. Those injectors were good last time I used them. They were sitting for a while, but I would think it wouldn't idle well if that was the case. Fuel pressure's good. I got that leak, like I said. I have to take care of that, and hopefully get this thing on the road. And because that's the only purpose of having this, is to drive it, in my opinion. Worst case scenario, I just tear the stock ECM out and throw it in the trash along with the wiring harness and buy something new, which would be expensive. Even the cheap ones would add to it. I don't want to do that. I want to run the stock ECM because on a 90 it integrates with the CCM and all that good stuff. So I did consider upgrading the ECM to EBL Dynamic EFI EBL4, which is what you need to work with this particular ACM. However, they are out of stock. They've been out of stock for a while. Don't know when they're going to be getting them in, if ever. I did do a video on alternates to the factory ECM and wiring harness and all that. I'll leave a link near the end of this video. But right now I need to take care of this fitting right here. So I'll have to take this hose off altogether, tighten that up, and then tighten that back up. I'm hoping it only needs to be tightened. If so, that'll make it real nice and simple. If not, I'll have to work something else out. But there's a couple of other things I could do as far as the wideband and the O2 sensor. I could tap into the wideband and run off of that and see if that helps at all. But I shouldn't have to do any of that. So I'm guessing there's a problem either with this, the chip, or the wiring. I have to sort that out. And until I do that, there's not much I can do. Another problem I'm having is I have what they call an emulator, an Ostrich 2. That thing never really worked right, and now it's not working at all. That basically that allows me to change the tune on the fly without having to turn the engine off, burn a new chip, put the chip back in, start the car up, take some readings, burn another chip, do it over and over and over again. That's time consuming. Unfortunately, that Ostrich 2 is not working. Now, there is a website, Boosted NZ, I think it's called. It's going to be in that video I'm going to leave a link to. They sell an emulator. I'm not sure if it's better than the Ostrich or not, but it's a lot more expensive. It's, I think, $279 or something like that. I can't remember the price, but it's up there. I don't really feel like spending that money on that after doing all this. And then maybe end up upgrading the computer system anyway, which would make that kind of a waste. So I got a lot of decisions to make. I prefer to just get this working right. So I'm going to concentrate on that and hopefully get this going and take it for a road trip, or take it out on the road and see how it performs, and let you people know how it's how well that intake performs. Shouldn't have to go through all this. I should have been able to hook it up and go. So there's something else that's causing a problem. Could be anything. Fuel pressure is good, so I know that's good. Like I said, it might be those injectors. It might be the ECM. I'll try swapping the ECM and ship out. I have spares, like I said. So if that doesn't fix the problem, I'll have to move on to the next thing. It's just the process of elimination. I'm not getting any codes, if people are wondering about that. So everything is reading correctly. Well, not reading correctly. It's all the sensors are functioning the way they're supposed to. Let's put it that way. It's just when I jab the throttle, it stumbles and pops in the exhaust, which usually is a fuel problem. Could be an ignition problem also, but I'll have to work that out, like I said. We'll see. Fortunately, unlike the tune port intake, these injectors are fairly easy to swap out. If you ever swapped out injectors on a tune port, it's a pain in the butt. You got to remove the upper plenum, you got to remove the runners, then remove the fuel reel to get to the injectors, and then reverse everything. Do everything in reverse, put it back together, and hope it all seals up right. With this, basically, I got to remove the brackets out of the way and lift the fuel rails off, and the injectors come off. So that makes that easy. I do have those 30-pound injectors. They didn't fit in these right. That's the reason I didn't put those back in the first place. I got the TrickFlow 24-pound injectors in there that I used before. I figured I'd try that out and get that going. But like I said, it's idling good, or halfway decent, so I doubt the injectors are the problem. I just gotta do a process of elimination, I guess. So hopefully in the next video I'll have an update for you, and it'll be up and running and on the road, and I'll have some feedback for you. In the meantime, everybody have a great day, and God bless.